Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the new Jem and the Holograms doll by the Loyal Subjects. This doll is a Walmart exclusive and I bought her for $24.97 at Walmart in my hometown in New Mexico, USA. She was available by pickup only. I purchased mine in March 23rd, but took the time to study her before making my video. She was sold in February but sold very quickly. Finally, she is here. Some of the boxes were not in the right shelf. There were only 5 available and one had a torn box. I'm glad that I got to pick one in person, as the condition of the hair differed from doll to doll. I got the best one of the lot. Here's a scan of the Jem dolls in their boxes at the shelf of Walmart. And if you look closely at the dolls, here you can see the condition of the hair. And the bangs are somewhat tousled on the left one. And the hair can be out of place as well. So it's very good if you can pick your own. And also to see that the parts are all in there. She's supposed to hold a microphone and this one doesn't have one, but I did look at this closely and it dropped, so she's the best one and I picked her up. Here's Jem in her box and she is beautifully packaged, and as I looked into the package you can see her beautiful dress. It is of raspberry pink lame with also a matching lame belt with tassels in it. And she looks really nice to look at. Her box feels heavy, so I would guess that the doll itself is heavy, and she does have a stand with a recorder in it. So this probably is the reason why this box is heavy. Here I placed the new Jem doll in her box next to the original 1986 Jem doll. And here you can see the difference of the sizes of the boxes. The new box is shorter and smaller, and the original 1986 is larger and it's got this flippy side, and the other to the left, the new one, it's just sheer box, but the graphics are the same. So I would speculate that the manufacturers wanted to use all the original graphics, but this doll, the new one that is definitely a different edition, not a reproduction. Here's the back view of the 2 boxes, and they are definitely identical in terms of the graphics at the back of the boxes, but the texts are different. And so here you get the flavor of the original Hasbro one to your right side, and at the left side it is different in terms of the manufacturer stamp. When the original Jem dolls appeared in 1986, I was in college and I saw them at Target. I was going to buy them, but withdrew that thinking because I felt at the time that they were way too expensive. So I went into the internet to find out how much she was sold originally, and the Jem Jerica dolls were sold starting from $65, which was really very expensive at the time. I then converted the $65 in 1986 to 2025 and it came to $187.69. I'm very excited to open this new Jem doll. So here's a last look at Jem before I unbox her. Not only is she affordable, but she comes with a lot of items. Let's scan the front of her box. And here at the top right, it says Jem Jerica. So this means that this doll will convert or transform into the characters of Jem, which is the rock star persona, and then to Jerica, which is the executive for a music company. And here you can see her pink hair, also her performance makeup, and her performance dress, which is a raspberry pink lame dress. And here you can also see her silver belt. And there's a note here, the round circle here. It says Place theme song, and it's in 3 languages, French and Spanish as well. And it does say in here, speaker included. And this is going to be really interesting to see. And here we can also see the shiny, icy silver color of the belt. And then here at the lower right side, you can see the graphics. The original graphics actually has this also in the flip part of the box of the original Jem. So they did carry that illustration into the front as well. And this box has the same colorway as the original one. And here it also has words or text that says transforms into Jerica. So Jem transforms into Jerica, and in 3 languages. And it also lists 16 pieces here at the front. And of course, Jem truly outrageous. That was the motto of this doll. And it also lists the battery in here at the front. Let's rotate this box to see what else is shown here. And here's the Jem logo, and here's the Jem character. This is the persona that's a stage performer. If you're not familiar with the Jem characters, they are cartoon characters from 1980. So that's 84, 85 through 88. And this one is the Jem character, which is the stage persona. And this is an original copy of the box and poster as well. Let's turn the box to the back, and here you can see the Jem logo and the holograms. And here's her band. Kimber is her sister. To the far left, the middle is Rhea, and then to the far right is Aja, and there's Jerica here in the striped dress, and that's the executive persona. And then Jem at the middle here, which is the rock star persona. And then to the far left, you've got Jem again and her boyfriend and stage manager Rio. And there's the Roadstar vehicle there. And here it tells you a little bit about Jem. Offstage is Jerica, the cool executive. Starlight Music Corp. On stage is Jem, the hottest new rock star to hit the music scene. And then there's more information here, and basically lists the contents of what is in the box, and then the battery as well. And then here's the insignia for the loyal subjects, which is the manufacturer of this issue of Jem, and they are located in Los Angeles. Let's take a look at the last side that we have not seen. It's just a blank space, and then it drops to the logo that says Jem, and here we feature Jerica. Jerica is the executive for the Starlight Music Corporation. So this is her executive persona with her daytime dress. Let's take a look at the bottom of the box. It says here that it is made in China. The bottom also contains the barcode. The information also has the Hasbro as well as the loyal subjects insignias in here. And it has the copyright of 2025. Let's take a look at the top of the box. And here's the insignia of Jem and the holograms. and there is a piece of round tape up there. It's only one, and this we will remove to open the box. I like to keep my boxes, so I'm going to be careful in removing the contents of the box. And here I've successfully opened the top of the box. It's easy to do that, and I can see two layers or two stacks of transparent compartments. As you pull the trace at the back, you will find a clear envelope, and this one will contain the concert ticket and also instructions. I took the trace out of the box, and here through the clear plastic front we can see that there is a display board in there. So that would be very interesting to examine later on. Meanwhile, let's take a close look at the concert tickets and see what it looks like. It has this holographic appearance with the logo of Jem here, and it's got that different colorway, purples and pinks and golds. And then when you turn it to the other side, it looks just like a regular concert tickets. And this one has the Jem and the holograms. It has the section, the row, and the seat printed in there. Let's take a look at Jem to see how she is anchored to the first tray. And here you can see ties at her waistline. Also, there are ties to both her wrist or upper wrist here, and then another tie at her knees, and then another tie at her ankles. You can access these ties from the back of the tray, and that's probably the best way to do that. But I access by cutting the ties to the front. And so this one cannot be recycled, so I'm going to replace this with white ribbons. In this way, I can return Jem back to her package. Let's take a closer look at this display board at the back of this box. And here you can just slide it out. Here's the board in itself, or display board. It's got the Jem logo in there, and at the side is a tape strip of the stickers that has the Jem illustrations in there. These are original illustrations, and it is cleverly placed in a negative strip. And here you can stand this so that you can use it as a background for shots of your doll. And here's a view of the two stacked trays. These will contain the items that came with the doll. And it's very cleverly put together in that these are compartments as well, and you can put the items back if you want to use these trays as storage for later. Here's a stock photo of Jem with the items that came with this doll. Let's take a closer look at the tray to see if the contents are all in here. And here is Jem with her performance outfit. Her microphone is here, and her comb that says Jem is here. Her extra pair of shoes, the pink and the aqua one, and then the ticket. And here is the stand, and also here is the lanyard with the stage pass, and her second outfit with the hat, and also the stand. All the items are here. What's fantastic about this packaging is that they are in trays, and the compartments have lids in them so that you can return the items, and you can store the items, and you can see it, and it's not going to be all over the place. I've taken out everything so I can see the items close up, And here's Jem. I like her makeup. It looks really beautiful. It looks like just a cartoon when she is performing on stage. And her dress looks really beautiful. And she's got the sparkly leotards with silver dots in them. And then she's got these shoes that match her pink dress. And also she comes with this glittered metallic aqua blue shoes. It comes with a pair of glasses and it's got lenses in there. And that's her microphone. And then her comb, which has the Jem logo in there. And then her second outfit, the striped one that comes with a hat, is also in there. And then you've got this lanyard with a stage pass. And it looks like it is real. So it's really fun to see it. And it's holographic in terms of this stage pass. The camera is not picking it up, this area really well. But here you can see that strip or film strip that contains these stickers of Jem dolls, and these are illustrations from the original ones. So it is really produced very well. And then to your right side, you can see the microphone in there, and here is the concert ticket as well. It's holographic in print, so it's really great. And here's the instruction sheet for the Jem dolls, and it also shows the battery information. And here is the tray that contains her doll stand, and this one is the recording of the original theme of the cartoons that contained the Jem and the holograms. And here's a closer look at her stand that doubles up as a microphone as well. So you have to assemble it and change out, but you can't have the stand and the microphone at the same time. So you have to pick which part you want to show. But the stem here, it's just a straight rod. And when you want to use it for the doll stand in itself, you just put on the clip, and it's rigid. And here's the microphone. Here's Jem with her microphone stand. Let's take a listen to the theme song contained in this stand. Let's take a look at the new Jem Jerrica wardrobe. Here's the new Jem on her doll stand, and she looks beautiful with her raspberry pink shiny lame performance dress. And here you can really see that she is the performance Jem. I placed her side by side with the original Jem, and here you can see the original Jem at the left side, and she is an inch taller than the new Jem doll. She's 13-inch tall, and the new Jem is 12-inch tall in high heels. The original Jem or classic Jem has mid heels. The set of high-heeled shoes, these are mid heels here at your left side, is from the original or classic Jem. And the pink one is metallic pink and silver inside, and the Jerrica shoe is blue and also the same style. The new Jem has higher heels, and it is styled to a newer version in 2025. And the pink one is dull in color, and the aqua blue is shiny or metallic in color. This is the wardrobe ensemble for the new Jem, with the exception of her blue glasses. And here we can see her straight shift dress. This is of lame and raspberry pink color. It has a true overlap here in the front. The original one was stitched down, and these are long sleeves. The inside Allowances here is not finished, but the hems are finished. The hem of the dress, the sleeves, and also at the collar. Let's take a look at the back of the dress, and here you can see the long Velcro closure. It makes it easy to put the dress on and also to take it off. And here the shiny and slippery dress makes it easy to dress the doll. And let's move on to her belt. And the belt is reversible. The front is icy silver in color with the emblem there, and it's got the fringes. I called this tassels before, but it's called a fringe. And then when you flip it to the back, it's true silver, and this one will reverse to the Jerrica version. And here are the shoes. They are more styled to the 2025 type of styling, high-heeled, a little chunky but not too much. Then we move to her tights. I referred to this as leotards. It is not leotards, it's tights. It is of knit light pink material, and it's got metallic silver dots in there. And this is easy to put on and off. Let's take a look at the classic or original Jem and the new Jem dolls, and they are both beautiful to look at. However, their clothing is difficult to take off and also to put it on, and the hats are also difficult to put on. Let's take a closer look at Jem's blue glasses, and here you can see that her hair is all pink, whereas the classic Jem has both pink layers at the top and blonde layer at the bottom. And the classic or old Jem, it is designed for the pink hair to be tucked under the hat, but Jem here, the new Jem that is, all the hair is of pink color. The tam hat with the elastic edging in here, and also the straight striped aqua blue and white dress right here, all belong to the Jerrica persona. And this dress is finished with turn down stitching at the sleeves, the hem, and also at the collar, but the inside edges are not finished. So here we can turn to the back, and you can see the Velcro opening. It's short, so it's difficult to put this outfit in and out of the doll. Also, I will mention that the hat is also difficult to put on. And here are the shoes. It's metallic aqua blue in color. These are high-heeled, more styled to 2025. This is the reversible belt with the Velcro closure. It is also made of lame material. One side is icy silver and another is just silver. And this one has the same metallic type of a look as her blue shoes. Let's take a look at the new Jem sculpt and also her articulations. I took her clothes off so that we could clearly see her figure. She is what is described as a curvy type of a body structure. She has a larger bust line and a larger hip line as compared to the classic Jem. She stands at 12 inches in height on high-heeled feet. I'd like to point out that the new Jem has all hard plastic. So starting with her head, she has a hard head. She has beautifully painted face, and this is her stage makeup, and a really good rendition to the cartoons of the Jem characters in the 1980s, and I believe that was from 1985 to 88. And here you can also see her earrings. These are not removable, and her hair is all pink. And this is somewhat very thick in strands, and I believe this is polypropylene. And this hair is very big, which is good because the 1980s had very big hairstyles. However, it is very difficult to restyle. Let's take a scan. Her head has rooted hair and she has a painted face. Her lipstick and earrings match, and the articulations here are counted as 16, one at the head, two at the upper arms, two at the elbows. But here you can see at the torso joint just below it, the dress has stained it. And also here there's joints at the wrist and both of the wrist. And if I haven't mentioned elbows also, but you can also see the stain at the arm on her left side just above the wrist. So that dress stains. And here is the molded underwear, and there's also a joint on the upper thigh and also at the knees, and then there's also a couple of joints at the ankles. Let's take a quick scan at the back. Here's her hair. It's long. It falls below the waistline, but that hair is tousled. Let's take a scan at her back. We can see the articulations here, but we can't see any marks. Her back end is well sculpted. You can see the underwear molded in there as well. A hinge at the knees. It is well sculpted in terms of the back of the legs and feet as well. Let's see how she is articulated, starting with the head. This head goes all around in a horizontal position, and it goes all the way, but it has limited motion up and down. And these earrings don't light up, and it is not removable as well. Here's a closer look at her earrings. It's star-shaped, and the paint of the earrings or color closely matches her lipstick, but these don't light up. Here's a look at a classic gem with her flashing earrings, and this was the first release in 1986, the first Jem Jerica version, and she's got two batteries at the back of her shoulders and also a switch. Let's go back to the new Jem, and this one has articulation at the upper arm, and this one goes all around, but the arm articulation itself is very stiff, but it does go all around, but you have to really pull, and sometimes you might pull too hard, so don't do that. I've seen a creator pull it too hard that the arm came off. And there's also articulation at the elbow, and the elbow goes up and down halfway, and it has light staining again from the dress. And this one is also limited in terms of the range. It doesn't go all the way back, just front, up and down on the front side of it. And it is kind of stiff, so I'm trying to work it, see if I can loosen it. The arm does go up and down. The upper arm here, the articulation is great because it goes all around. But this again, here's limited motion on this elbow just to the front and halfways. And then I'm gonna kind of take a look at the wrist. The wrist is good because the wrist area, that hand can go all around. So her posability here is very excellent. And by the way, her nail polish is also pink and it looks great. Let's take a look at the front torso. Here's the joint here just below her bust, and this one just moves side to side. It doesn't go all around. And here also you can see another joint at the hip line right around the underwear. That doesn't do anything. And then what we could look at here closely as well is the staining here at the bust line area, just below the bust line where the joints are. That's from the stain of the dress. Then also staining at the arm right there in between the wrist and the elbow. That's also from the dress. So I would not put that dress back for a long time on the doll. I'm going to replace the dress. In that way, it will not continue the staining. And here you can see that there's also a joint at the legs, but this one is limited in motion. It's only going to go up and down because her back end in here will stop that motion. So it has limited range, mostly to the back, but then this will allow this doll to sit down. And you can see the joint there on the upper leg. This one has good articulation. It goes all the way around. And here's the articulation of the knees. It goes up and down only. But this will again allow this doll to sit and also to have very visible, or shall we say flexible, way to pose her. And then here's the ankle. She can position it all around. It goes all around. You can actually go up and down and also all around. So you can put high heels or flat heels on the feet of this doll. The markings of this doll is located at the bottom of the feet. The left foot says copyright 2025 Hasbro DS 311024. And the right foot would have copyright TM and TLS 2025 made in China. So let's go on to Restyle, the new Jem doll. There are no fashion packs available for the new Jem doll, but putting these two dolls side by side, I could see that the possibility of the classic Jem doll's outfit fitting the new Jem doll is a really good chance. Although the new Jem doll's dress is really beautiful, I can't leave that dress on the doll because the continuous staining on that dress is going to ruin the doll itself. So I'm going to fit the classic Jem doll because I have extra outfits for her and see if it will fit. And if it does, then I'll be very, very pleased to have it on her. I placed the classic Jem's performance stage outfit on the new Jem doll, and it fits really well. It's not long sleeve but 3/4. The stain on the arm on the left side is not that noticeable, so this is acceptable. I'm also placing the classic belt on this dress. Here's the classic stage performance dress of Jem, which was released in 1986, and it looks beautiful on the 2025 new Jem doll. I also used the belt that was with this dress, and it has this asymmetrical deep hem at the bottom, and it looks really great on her, and it has a slit to the side. I'm keeping the tights. It looks very well with it, and also the shoes, and it looks beautiful the way she is presented. Now for the Jerica persona, I again will be using the classic outfit for Jem and see how that looks on her. This one to the new Jem, it's a little bit off, and I don't really like the fit of the dress in this doll, and I think it needs more accessories as well. I'll probably do away with the hat. I took a rescue dress that I had for Jerica's version of the striped dress. I used her blue glasses as a hairband piece. Also used the reverse belt for the old version or classic Jem. I added an envelope bag that I made, and then also added a new different type of shoes in the ensemble. Here's a scan of the restyled Jerica. I added a pearl necklace as well. The front of the dress is a little bit pilling in there that the camera picked up, but it's not that vivid when you are viewing the doll in person. And here you can see that the doll part, not the shiny part of the old belt for the classic Jerica dress, is more suited to a daytime application. She does look really nice in here. I kept her tights. I think a little sparkle is kind of nice, but I didn't think that the blue shiny or metallic aqua shoes is appropriate for daytime look, so I decided to change it out. The shoes that I used here, I bought several months ago online, and this was bought for a different doll. So if you're interested in getting a shoe that fits the new Jem doll, get one that's high-heeled in styling, and this one is 42 millimeters in length, and this is a cream color, and I ordered this from Monique.com. I bought these shoes for $5.24 in addition to shipping online, and these are really wonderful to have. It has working buckles. In summary, I'm really glad to have added this doll to my Jem doll collection. I think she's a very beautiful doll, although there are certain issues here that definitely needs to be addressed by the manufacturer. But I believe that this doll is of great value. She is affordable, and I'm really glad that I have her. Thank you for watching, and have a great day, everyone.